Welcome back. Today we've got something special for all of you plant-based alternative milk lovers. If you're tired of store-bought milks that are packed with unwanted additives, stabilizers, flavorings, or worse, they just don't have the quality, richness, and creaminess that you're after, then this video is for you. We're diving deep into the brand new Nama M1 plant-based milk maker, a machine that Nama promises to deliver rich, creamy, nutrient-packed milks, all made fresh at home. But is this the best alternative milk maker ever? Well, we're about to find out. Okay, first let's start with the big question. Why do you ever need a plant-based milk maker like the Nama M1? Well, if you're like me and you enjoy high quality fresh ingredients, you know store-bought milks can be a bit of a letdown. They're expensive, full of unwanted chemicals, stabilizers, and sometimes, well, they're just almond flavored water. So making your own plant-based milk at home solves all these problems. Imagine having control over every ingredient in your milk with no hidden additives, no preservatives, just pure, fresh, quality ingredients that you choose. And let's not forget the cost savings. Store-bought oat milk, for example, can be 4 times more expensive than making it at home, and almond milk is 2.5 times pricier in the store. With the M1, you can make milk exactly the way you like it, thicker, creamier, and without breaking the bank. So what sets the Nama M1 apart from other machines? Let's break it down. While there are other plant-based milk makers and methods out there, this machine is the first of its kind designed specifically for making barista quality plant-based milks at home. You can make nut milks, seed milks, oat milks, coffee creamers, infused milks, and more, literally with the press of a button. Nama boasts that with the M1, no soaking of the ingredients is necessary, and that's a huge deal. See, with most other methods or machines, you'd have to soak the nuts or grains for hours, blend them up, then strain them through a cloth or sieve, and this is time-consuming, messy, requires planning ahead, and it's one of the big pain points that Nama found caused people to dislike other methods or milk-making machines. With the M1, you just toss your ingredients in, press start, and the machine handles everything. Thanks to its unique 2-step process, it blends and strains all in one go. This not only saves you time, but also guarantees a smooth, creamy result every time. Personally, even though the M1 is powerful enough to not require the soaking step, I do recommend soaking the nuts and seeds prior to making milks, as it does activate enzymes and deactivate sprouting inhibitors that will make the digestion easier. Now let's talk tech and how this thing actually works. The M1 uses a patent-pending technology that's really a game changer. Whereas most other milk makers require blending and or heating, then pouring through a strainer or squeezing out a nut milk bag, the M1 takes care of all this, but with the push of one button. For a basic recipe example, just measure out 1 cup of nuts in the lid of the included pitcher, add the nuts and 3 to 4 cups of water, close the lid, set the time, push the button, and let it rip. The countdown timer takes over from there, and this next feature really blew me away when I saw it. When you open up the spout to collect your milk, another countdown timer starts for 10 seconds, and when the milk has emptied at the 10-second mark, the machine automatically turns on a spin cycle that literally spins all the milk from the nut milk pulp, leaving it absolutely bone dry. This totally replaces the time-consuming and messy step of straining manually or squeezing through a nut milk bag. During the blend phase, the ingredients are blended at such a super high speed in a way that the oils and fats emulsify into the liquid, creating that thick, creamy texture that's really not possible with any other machine. Then the M1's powerful spinning, straining process gently separates the solids from the liquid, maximizing flavor and nutrition without applying any heat. The result, a richer, creamier milk than you'd ever expect from something you made at home. Other milk makers use a heating process to cook the milk to aid in the extraction process, and store-bought milks have all been cooked in the batching process, as well as pasteurized at packaging to create a long shelf life. With the M1, no heat. This is a huge deal. The M1 doesn't require any heat or pasteurization. Why does this matter? The cooking and pasteurization process destroys a lot of the natural vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that are packed in fresh ingredients. With the M1, you're skipping that step, meaning you retain all of those valuable nutrients, and your homemade milk will have a higher nutritional content than anything you could buy in a carton. That's especially important if you're focused on eating clean and getting the most out of your ingredients. Now let's talk about what everyone asks about with juicers, blenders, and/or milk makers, and that's the cleanup. So when I took the M1 out of the box, my first thought was that this machine was going to be a nightmare to clean. It has a really fine mesh screen coupled with plastic spinner blades inside the screen, so I envisioned the worst. But Nama engineers seem to think of everything and designed it so it's super easy to clean. When the machine is finished, you simply pull out the centerpiece inside the screen, and when you give a slight twist as you're pulling it out, the blades are perfectly designed to scrape the pulp off the wall of the screen, getting all of the pulp out. Then they designed a food-grade silicone pad to collect the pulp off the inner scraper. With just a few taps on the silicone pad, all the pulp comes off. Then with just a quick rinse of the scraper, screen, and pitcher, the machine is ready for your next use. Super simple. Another cool feature of the silicone pad is that it doubles as a way to collect and store your pulp for using in other recipes. It just folds over and zip seals so you can store it in the fridge until you're ready to use it. It also is oven safe so that you can use it in the oven or dehydrator at low temperatures to dry it out for other recipes. And speaking of recipes, the M1 comes with a 50-page recipe and instructional book that not only has tons of unique milk recipes, but lots of recipes for the leftover pulp as well. So it's easy to make your milk making a no-waste endeavor. And while we're on the subject of waste and sustainability, one big benefit of making plant-based milks at home is indeed the sustainability aspect. By making your plant-based milk at home, you're cutting down on all that packaging and waste. Think about all the cartons of milk you buy at the store, many of which come in Tetra Paks or plastic that are difficult to recycle. When you use the M1, however, you can store your milk in reusable containers or bottles, and you're also avoiding shipping water-heavy products across the country. Store-bought milk is mostly water with only 2 to 10% nuts or oats. And by making your own, you're reducing the carbon footprint of shipping products and cutting down on unnecessary waste. And that's a win. Now I know that tens of thousands of you own a Nama J2 juicer and have been making plant-based milks with it. If you own a Nama J2 juicer, you're probably wondering how the M1 stacks up in terms of making plant-based milks. Well, the J2 is still amazing for making milks, no doubt, but the M1 takes it to another level. While the J2 makes great plant-based milks, the M1 specializes in them. Its two-step emulsification process is designed to give you a thicker, creamier milk. I've made lots of milks in my day on the J2 and other juicers as well, and honestly, I was blown away by the richness and creaminess of the milk I made on the M1. The M1 extracts more from the ingredients, leaving behind an incredibly dry pulp and giving you a nutrient-dense, barista quality result. So while making plant-based milks on the J2 is still great, the M1 is honestly just next level. So if you make a lot of plant-based milks and are looking for perfection, I'd say the M1 is your answer. Now when I started testing the M1, I honestly just thought of it as a basic milk maker, but Nama convinced me otherwise. The versatility of the M1 is seriously impressive. Sure, you can make all kinds of plant-based milks like almond, oat, cashew, even infused milks like vanilla almond, cinnamon oat, or golden turmeric. But that's not all. If you want to get creative, you can even use the machine to make infused oils, flavored waters, or soups. I was intrigued by the soup concept and made the most delicious raw tomato bell pepper gazpacho I think I've ever had. I just added some tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, a few cashews, and some spices, and in literally 2 minutes, I had the most creamy, delicious, raw soup I think I've ever tasted. The M1's recipe book is full of ideas, but the real beauty is that you can customize everything. You want a thicker milk, add fewer ingredients. Need a lighter, more refreshing option, just add more water. With the M1, it's all about making milk your way rather than accepting just the options that stores have, which makes the M1 perfect for anyone who likes to experiment in the kitchen. All right, in summary, let's break down the pros of the Nama M1. It's incredibly easy to use. It's not necessary to soak or prep your ingredients like other machines, and with its one-button blend and strain functions wrapped into one step versus separate messy blend and strain steps on other machines, it's super easy. It's super fast. You can have fresh, creamy milk in just a few minutes, literally start to finish, and all cleaned up in less than 5 minutes. And cleanup is a breeze. It's compact and sleek, so it won't take up too much space in your kitchen, and you're saving money in the long run by making milk at home. You're making the healthiest, most nutritious plant-based milks to your liking with no additives, preservatives, stabilizers, or flavorings. It's sustainable, no more cartons, less waste, and you're only shipping solid ingredients, not water, across the globe. Cool features like the measuring cup lid and 10-second countdown spin cycle make it even more convenient. And it comes with an amazing recipe guidebook to help you craft your milks and leftover pulp creations. That's all of the great things that I like about the M1, but is there anything that I don't like? I'm always looking for something wrong with the appliances that I review, and pretty much on every machine there's something I don't like about it. But to be frank with the M1, I couldn't find anything that turned me off. Really, about the only thing that I'd say might be a negative is that the price point of $400 for a machine that is as specialized as a milk maker might be a concern for some people. That said, taking into consideration the quality of the M1, its speed, its unique versatility for other purposes like soups and infusions, I think it's well worth the purchase price. In addition, if you're in a household that consumes a lot of plant-based milks, based on the cost savings compared to store-bought milks, the M1 is an investment that will definitely pay for itself in the long run. The M1 is also covered in its entirety by Nama's amazing 15-year warranty. So Nama definitely has durability and a long life return on your kitchen investment in mind. Okay, let's wrap it up. Is the Nama M1 the best alternative milk maker ever made? After digging in with it, I'd say it's definitely at the top. Of all the blenders, juicers, and milk makers that I've tested, it makes the richest, creamiest, most flavorful plant-based milks, hands down. So if you're looking for the most nutritious plant-based milk, want to cut down on waste, save money, and love a good cup of creamy barista-style milk, this machine is a no-brainer and I highly recommend it. Okay, that's my opinion, the Juice Feaster point of view, but what do you think? Does the M1 sound like the plant-based milk maker for you? Do you have a different milk maker that you use? What's your experience with it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you're ready to check out the M1 for more details, hit the link in the description box below. And if I have discount codes, you will find them there as well. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, enjoy those plant-based milks and stay juicy.